Hi there, everybody. This is Barbara Rosconi, and welcome to another episode of Open Mic. And our focus this time is Speaker Academy with Dr. Kevin Snyder.
Woo-hoo.
And Kevin is not only a presenter, but he was also a co-creator of the 2020 Speakers Academy. So Kevin, welcome. And it's so exciting to have someone who's actually led a group through, and now you're coming back. So yeah.
We're back.
We're back. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think this year, last year was a pivotal year. It was an opportunity for people to plant seeds to grow.
Mm-hmm.
I just aerated my yard a couple days ago, and already I've got some seed growing. So that's the whole point with Academy. At people, speakers at any level, come learn how to further grow your business.
Yeah, I love that. It is time to do that. And you know what? It's not just for your lawn. It's time to really think about what you're going to be doing in 2022, because I don't know about you, but this year, after, the end of October, Halloween, the next thing you know, it's January 1st. We're just on this really fast slide. So Mike Mooney has put together this really great program for Speaker Academy 2021. And your session is going to be on Get Paid to Speak. So could you tell us a little bit about what people are going to learn?
Absolutely. In fact, my session, and I believe I've got 90 minutes. So what I'm going to do the best I can is solve all the world's problems in 90 minutes.
Awesome.
But it's a book that I wrote many, many years ago in 2015. I've done an edit since then called Paid to Speak. And I don't say that to impress anybody. I say it to impress upon you. I'm going to be sharing with you my process, my system. Mm-hmm. And I truly believe that any business owner, whether you are a baker or whether you are a pilot or whether you are a teacher or whatever kind of business you might be in. And of course, we're probably speaking or we're in a speaking business. But everything has, if it's going to be successful, it has to have a process. And I don't also,
yep.
Yeah. And I don't feel like my process necessarily is a one size fits all, but there's concepts in my process that I feel have not just worked for me, but they work with a lot of people that I've coached or I've worked with. And so that's what I'm going to be sharing in my session. So this is kind of, let me put it up on the big screen for you. I'm going to be focusing on how to get paid to speak. And a session prior to me, I know we've got Nancy, our prior president, and also Charles Weathers on the board. They're talking about the business of speaking. They'll talk about some of the fundamentals and things like that. We've also got Jane Jenkins Harlong, who's talking about how to design a keynote. Well, look, I talk about some of those elements too, but I'm going to be focusing on how to get paid to speak, how to find paid speaking engagements, and also how they can find us as presenters. There's things that we can do, and there's also things that we can do to be found.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, that sounds really good, because you can have a message, but if you can't market it, what's the point? And so I think your process sounds really, really intriguing. And I know you all had really good results last year. In fact, what were those scores again on a scale of 10 out of 10?
I heard, a little birdie told me that, of all the people that actually surveyed, and I think we got feedback from everybody gave it a 100. They gave it a 10 out of 10. And we're doing it a little differently this year. I like the structure, how we did it last year. Mm-hmm. I also like the structure, how we're doing it this year. So for folks that truly, truly are committed to just taking that next step forward and maybe that giant leap forward, now is a perfect time to do it, to look at 2022 in the spring. Everything grows through dirt at some point. So even if somebody doesn't feel like, hey, this isn't for me, or hey, I got a full-time job, and with the pandemic, things are just so uncertain. Now is a great time to just plant some seed and see what grows. And you're going to be, every module is with somebody who knows what the heck they're talking about to help all of it. And one of the things I love about this too, is I always learn from the participants as well. So I'm excited about it, not just as a teacher or an instructor, but also as somebody who I know I'm going to be a student as well throughout it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And there's something about being together with a group and you're all working towards the same goal that just rubs off on you, and everyone rises up together. So, and this is a kind of an investment in terms of time, because it does go from the end of October all the way through mid-December. And it could probably go on beyond that as well, because I know Mike has set up small group cohorts. And we just got some feedback from someone who attended your Speaker Academy 2020, I guess was about a year ago, and they called it life-changing.
Good. It should be. I
Mhm.
mean, I wish, when I wrote the book and every time I go back, what are the things I know now that I didn't know?
Yeah.
We don't know what we don't know until we know it. And even then we
Mhm.
still have blind spots. So I look back at my own speaking journey, and I still am on a journey, but
Mhm.
there are certain things, certain people, and certain programs that I was able to take advantage of and learn from that changed the trajectory of my speaking business, which allowed me to go from part-time to full-time.
Mm.
So I think it's exciting too that other people are finding value in it. And but it's not what we know. It's also, more importantly, it's what we apply. And so I think people will
True.
find themselves in a very encouraging environment. They'll be able to find support in between the sessions or the modules. It should be everything that they need to grow. And even if for some reason we've missed something, which I don't think we have, but if we did, well, guess what? We'll be able to support them down the road. And that's what NSA Carolinas is all about.
Mhm. For sure.
So
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's a perfect time if you're considering a career as a speaker. And when you look at the stats, it seems like everyone's looking for a different job, except maybe the NSA Carolinas members. We love what we do, but we're reinventing ourselves continually. So if you're looking to reinvent yourself and you have a speaking business that was successful, could be more successful, the world of speaking is changing so fast. And so I just would encourage everyone to attend and just look inside, see what's there, learn from others. And as Kevin said, grow. So get some aeration and spread those seeds, right?
well, absolutely. And let's say somebody's out there and say, hey, again, I've got a full-time job already, but speaking
Mhm.
has always kind of spoke to me.
Mhm.
Or there's something with presenting that just, I know I've got a story to share, or I want to help people in a way. Speaking is a platform to do that. I started off speaking to college students, never thought I'd ever go into professional audiences. In fact, I resisted it for years. Now I speak to mostly professionals. I still do colleges as well. But if you ever would have told me, 10, 15 years ago, I'd be doing this full time and successful at it. And of course, we all define success in a different way. But I'm just saying the fact that I can do this as a career, it's humbling every time I get to do it.
Mhm.
But I never thought I would. Again, I had a mentor, I had a coach. I was able to take advantage of programs that help push me to get out of my own way. And I think the Academy is one of those opportunities and programs for people who are listening to this right now. If you're even considering speaking, let us help show you the path and the process. And then you can make a more educated decision if this is something you're going to pursue. And for those of you that truly, truly want to grow, which I think most speakers do, then this is still an opportunity to learn how to further do that.
I so agree. And I'm so glad that you took the time to join us today, Kevin. Is there anything else you want to add?
I'm excited. I don't get this opportunity much, a setting like this. I love NSA Carolinas, and folks, check it out. Why not? I think it also includes membership, right? Doesn't it also include membership for a year?
It does for new members. For people
Right.
who are existing members, it doesn't, but it's a group. It's a group. To me, it's just, you'll find out a lot. So, yeah.
I'll look forward to seeing folks there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks again, Kevin. See you later.